I thank you, Honorable Deputy President. The first supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable N.F. Shivambu.
In his stead, Madam Speaker, Deputy President, it's common cause that the restitution program has really been a complete mess since inception. You've thus far spent 50 billion to settle some 76,000 claims since 1998. And half of this money went towards compensating white land owners. And a chunk of the other half went towards subsidizing these white farmers as strategic partners to the land restitution claimants. There are still over 100,000 land claims that are sealed until the finalization of the 1998 land claims. Land restitution has benefited white farmers more than it has land claimants. And most of these claimed farms are not being put into use because there is no post-settlement support for land claimants. Have you as government conducted a review of this program of land reform to assess its continued desirability? If so, what is the basis of your belief that this program of land reform is useful in your attempts to reclaim the land? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Deputy President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Mani, as I said earlier, that the Interministerial Committee on Land Reform has been revitalized. I chair that committee and we have already met more than once. And the Minister of Agriculture, Land Reform, and the deputy are part of that committee. We are prioritizing this matter because indeed we have realized that it's costing a lot of money, taking too long. But we have realized that there are some challenges that we have to deal with. Let me indicate amongst them would be the question of overlapping rights in some instances. Sometimes the claims are very complex. They are competing claims. In some instances, land claimants do overcharge, or let me say they inflate the prices of land. So we have to contain with that because you are quite right that we have spent a lot of money already. But I looked at the report which was provided to the Interministerial Committee that in fact we've really made some progress because 83,000 claimants have been processed, but we still have these 5,000 that we need to conclude. And we are trying to make sure that we don't spend the kind of billions of rands that we have spent before. So we are going to look at these issues, look at the budgets, but in some instances, the delays because of also land invasions. In some areas, you have land invasions. And in some areas, landowners challenge the validity of claims. But I don't think it's a program that we should abandon. My view is that the Interministerial Committee should look at the defects, correct it, and make sure that we can complete it faster, but within reasonable budget. Because if we proceed in the manner in which we did, we estimated that it could cost us up to 172 billion rand over the next 30 years. We want to do it shorter, within reasonable budget, but of course, in some instances where you want to move fast, you can't because of some of the challenges I've indicated. But the Interministerial Committee is now seized with this matter. Thank you very much, Honorable Manyi, you will convey that to Honorable Shiba.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy President. The second supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable B.T. Chwete.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Deputy President, with the elements of criminality and orchestrated delay tactics towards achieving land reform and restitution, mainly the sense you are by the ones seated on your left-hand side, all of them. What mechanism can be used?
Just read your question. Just read your question.
What mechanism can be used to intervene in order to rectify the injustice of the past? Thank you.
I thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Deputy President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member. You know, one of the big challenges as you deal with issues of land redistribution and redistribution is also a problem of crime and corruption that is involved. So what the President has done, presented to Cabinet, and we approved a national anti-corruption strategy. And also the SIU is also investigating those matters. But in order to speed up these issues of land restitution, we need to get the Commission to work closely with the Office of the Valuer General to make sure that they can deal with these matters. It's really to improve the turnaround strategy. You know, there are a number of things that they look at when they deal with the turnaround strategy, and we want to improve those issues. The Interministerial Committee on Land Reform, Agriculture and Land Reform, is now working very closely with these institutions to make sure that we can then complete this process faster and properly. So we are doing that, Honorable Member. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy President. The third supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable WM3.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Deputy President, during the apartheid era, family was forcibly removed off their farm in Weza between Harding and Coxted in KwaZulu-Natal. The farm was leased out to a forest plantation farmer who paid rental to government over the years. In 1998, a land claim was made by the family with all the necessary documentation submitted. The man who was forced off the farm as a child with his parents was excited that finally justice would be done and reparations made. Months turned into years and years to decades, and no land was returned or reparations received. And the man died in 2010. That man was my spiritual mentor and senior pastor. Honorable Deputy President, noting that these inordinate delays create a second injustice, what action will you take, and by when, to bring government officials responsible for delays and or alleged fraud, as mentioned in the Motlanthe High Panel on Land, to assist the thousands of families and people groups to receive what is rightfully theirs? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Tring. The Honorable Deputy President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Thrill, the case you are citing obviously affects many other families out there. We are very sympathetic to your family and everybody out there, because you are quite right. This process should have moved faster. But as I said earlier, we have now identified where the challenges are, and we're going to intervene. It's not going to be easy because, as I said, if you look at some of the reasons why we delay, it's sometimes out of government's hand, but in the interministerial committee, we are preoccupied with that to ensure that we can bring justice to people who were forcibly removed from their land, who have now put claims to be able to receive their land. So what I will do, because it's a very critical matter, and the country will keep Parliament informed about where we are, how we're moving, what are the problems that we are facing. But we are definitely aware of the problems that the families are facing, because people get old and they pass on before they can receive their land. So I guess the commitment I'm making is that we're going to try very hard to move fast so that we can bring justice to people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy President. The last supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable T.M. Mpapama.
Mpapama.
Awudlala ngalo.
Thank you very
Uthema
much.
Mpapama.
The Restitution of Land Rights Act 22 of 1994 has a duty to establish a Commission on Restitution of Land Rights, which is seen as such in law. Deputy President, I must say your interministerial meeting is achieving nothing. You have failed the 5,403 Black claimants who have been waiting for decades to get their land back. Had the Commission been conducting its work as an independent entity, no one would have
Order,
had to wait
please.
for decades to have their claim finalized. Don't you think that it is high time, Deputy President, that you apologize to the families whose members have died waiting in vain for restitution
Order.
due to your government's incompetence and gross negligence? And how are you holding the minister and her officials to account? And the interventions that you've been given are not for restitution. They are for land redistribution. We are talking restitution here. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member. The Honorable Deputy President.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Member, the IMC met last month. So I think give it a chance to do its work. I don't think you can say we are achieving nothing when we are starting. It's not like we have been working for 30 years. This IMC is starting, and I'm convinced that we will succeed. And remember, the minister and the deputy are also new. So give them a chance. So I'm working with them, and we have started, and this issue is top on our agenda. We are concerned about land redistribution as much as we are concerned about land restitution. And the IMC is going to meet quite often to fast track these matters, because we ourselves understand that this is very important in the country, and many of our people who were forcefully removed from their rightful land for many years need to get back their land. It's a priority for us, honorable members. So we'll keep you posted. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy President.